Princess Charlotte gifts her favorite grandpa King Charles 77 gifts on his 77th birthday, a heart-melting royal surprise. When King Charles III woke up on the morning of his 77th birthday, he likely expected the usual royal fanfare, formal greetings from dignitaries, official portraits, and perhaps a quiet celebration with Queen Camilla. But what he didn't expect was an extraordinary gesture from his spirited granddaughter, Princess Charlotte, that left the monarch, and the entire royal family, deeply touched. According to royal insiders, the young princess, who has always shared a special bond with her Grandpa Wales, prepared not 1, not 10, but 77 unique gifts to honor his 77 years, one for each precious year of his life. The result? A royal birthday that may go down as one of the most heartfelt in modern royal history. A birthday fit for a king, but made for a grandpa. While Buckingham Palace remained tight-lipped about the private celebration, sources close to the Wales family revealed that the festivities were intimate, family-oriented, and bursting with love. Far from the grandeur of state events, King Charles chose to spend his day surrounded by those closest to him, including Prince William, Princess Catherine, and their 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. But it was Princess Charlotte's idea that stole the show. Known for her creativity and thoughtful nature, the 8-year-old royal reportedly began planning her surprise weeks in advance. Charlotte has always adored her grandfather, shared a palace insider. She calls him Grandpa Wales, and she wanted to make his 77th birthday unforgettable, something that came from her heart. The meaning behind the 77 gifts. So, what exactly does one give a king 77 times over? Princess Charlotte's gifts weren't lavish jewels or expensive trinkets, they were deeply personal tokens, each representing a memory, a shared moment, or a wish for the future. Among them were hand-drawn portraits of King Charles with his beloved animals, including his rescue dogs and the late Queen Elizabeth's corgis. A jar filled with handwritten notes, each one starting with 77 Reasons Why I Love You. Pressed flowers from the gardens of Windsor, Sandringham, and Balmoral, the 3 royal estates that Charles treasures most. A tiny handmade crown crafted from recycled materials, a nod to the king's lifelong commitment to sustainability. And perhaps the most touching of all, a small photo album titled, Just Us, filled with snapshots of their moments together, gardening at Highgrove, feeding the chickens, and giggling during official events. Each gift carried a story. Together, they formed a portrait not of a monarch, but of a beloved grandfather, adored by a granddaughter wise beyond her years. A proud grandfather's reaction. Royal watchers say King Charles was visibly moved by Charlotte's thoughtfulness. He was overcome with emotion, a palace aide revealed. He took his time opening each gift, smiling, laughing, even tearing up at a few. For all his years of public duty, it was a reminder that the truest joys are the simplest: family, love, and legacy. After opening his presents, Charles reportedly embraced his granddaughter and said, "These are the best gifts I've ever received." It was a tender moment that highlighted the generational warmth within the royal family, something the king has worked hard to nurture. The special bond between Charlotte and the king. While Prince George is next in line to the throne and Prince Louis is the family's mischievous charmer, Princess Charlotte is often described as the heart of the Wales family, mature, thoughtful, and fiercely loyal to those she loves. King Charles has long admired Charlotte's curiosity and confidence, often remarking on her resemblance to both Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Anne. Charlotte has that same spark, one royal biographer explained. She's poised, polite, but also wonderfully direct, just like her great-grandmother was at that age. Sources say the king frequently invites Charlotte to spend quiet afternoons at Highgrove House, where the two share their love of nature, painting, and gardening. She loves helping Grandpa plant seeds, a family friend once shared. He teaches her about the bees, the birds, and the importance of caring for the planet. It's their special time. It's no wonder, then, that when Charlotte began planning his birthday, she drew inspiration from all those memories, wrapping her affection in 77 small but meaningful gestures. Inside the royal celebration, the birthday festivities themselves were described as joyful yet understated. Hosted at Clarence House, the event included a private family luncheon followed by an informal garden tea, the king's preferred setting. Princess Catherine reportedly organized the menu herself, ensuring that her father-in-law's favorite dishes were served, including honey-roasted vegetables from the Highgrove Gardens and a classic fruitcake topped with edible flowers. Prince George and Prince Louis played their parts too. George wrote a poem titled, "The King of Our Hearts," while Louis drew a colorful family portrait that made everyone laugh. Charles loves being surrounded by his grandchildren, another insider said. They bring out his most playful side. He's no longer the man burdened by duty, he's just, Grandpa, rolling on the floor and laughing with them. A symbolic birthday for a king. King Charles's 77th birthday comes at a time when the monarch is balancing public responsibility with personal reflection. After a year of health concerns and evolving royal duties, this celebration seemed to mark a shift, from the grandeur of kingship to the simplicity of family life. Princess Charlotte's gesture underscored this transformation perfectly. Her 77 gifts were a reminder that the monarchy isn't just about crowns and ceremonies, said a royal commentator. It's about family, continuity, and the relationships that keep the institution human. The gifts reportedly remain displayed in Charles's private study, a visual timeline of love from his granddaughter. The future queen in the making. While it's far too early to predict what future awaits Princess Charlotte, her poise and emotional intelligence already captivate the public. Royal fans flooded social media with praise for the young princess, calling her the future of the monarchy's heart and the Queen Elizabeth spirit reborn. She has that ability to connect emotionally, one observer tweeted. You can see she understands the importance of love, gratitude, and family, even at her age. Her thoughtful birthday tribute might just be a glimpse of the royal leader she could become one day. The royal family's message to the public. Later that evening, the official royal family social media accounts shared a photo of King Charles smiling warmly beside a large bouquet and a pile of wrapped gifts, with the caption, "Thank you for all the kind wishes on His Majesty's 77th birthday. A day filled with joy, family, and love." Though the palace didn't directly mention Princess Charlotte's 77 gifts, royal fans were quick to notice a small handmade card peeking out from the corner, decorated with tiny hearts and butterflies. For many, it was confirmation enough. A birthday to remember. In a world often filled with pomp and protocol, Princess Charlotte's simple yet profound gesture reminded everyone of what truly matters: love, thoughtfulness, and the ties that bind one generation of royals to the next. As King Charles continues his reign, guided by tradition and duty, he now carries with him a tangible reminder of the affection that surrounds him, 77 little gifts from the granddaughter who sees him not as a king, but simply as grandpa. And perhaps, in that truth, lies the most enduring gift of all.